Namaste program, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. The tour does from the sea into the desert bush trip leg 4 from Leigh Creek to Marree Airport. Let's go. Alright, we've got fuel, let's get going in this early morning. There's been a game update, the Spain, Portugal, Gibraltar and Andorra update. We're going to continue our Australian trip for now. Finish off our plans here. My goal was actually to fly to the next bush trips, you know, so I'm going to fly all the way back to Europe? Question mark. And yeah, that's a big stall. Thank you, game. And again, yay, new updates working perfectly. Just how it should be. We want 340 for 625. There we go. Actually start our clock, that would be a good idea, I think. Nearly at full speed. We're at 17% trim apparently. No, there you go. I just touched it once. This is so buggy. They need to fix these bush trips. That'll do. Let's balloon up into the air, having gone from 0% to 17%. Trim was probably something like 8%. Let's get on, little town. Anyway, where are we headed? Lyndhurst. From Leigh Creek Airport, head to the north-northwest, roughly following the Outback Highway to the small outpost of Lyndhurst, located at the intersection of two very notable Outback tracks, the Strzelecki and the Unadata. I know the last, the Strzelecki is the name of an Australian actress, I'm pretty sure. Elizabeth? Oh no, it's Elizabeth Debicki. I have seen the word Strzelecki before though. Strzelecki perhaps. And Udnadata I've heard of. I think they have camel races there or something. Maybe it's just the name of the road. Who knows? Who knows? Not me. Let's go to 90% so that we're going at a reasonable speed. The Outback Highway. This is definitely the Outback. Alright, we'll go back to 3% trim then. This isn't working out at 2%. Just ain't working out for me. I wonder if we'll see this intersection. Because the next direction is pretty much exactly the same, 339, so we're going to have to hope. Look at this gorge though. Dude. Dude. Is that a mine or something? Is that not a natural gorge? It is, it's a mine. These are roads and things. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, it is another one. Wow. Just dig up the entire planet, why don't you? I guess, yeah, look, there's no one out here, no one to care, I guess. Gotta get our aluminium from somewhere, or whatever the hell we're digging up there. Don't know why it seems like such a tragedy to alter the planet like that. Because, you know, who cares, I guess? And the planet doesn't care. Doesn't give two shits about the human race. Another mine over there. It's just mine central here. Mine galore. So, we've got this big long road. Is that one of the Outback tracks? Strzelecki or Udnadata? Udnadata, which is of course Aboriginal for who's your daddy? We've only done 4 minutes, so we can't possibly be there yet. There is something. Is that just like a bit of water or something? What is that? What is this cuttlefish bone-looking thing? It is just a little tank reservoir of water. Well, I'll be darned. What's it doing there? And why? Oh, well, this must be one of the two roads, right? Look at it. It's gigantic. It's definitely notable. So when it hits some other road, that will be Lyndhurst. Hopefully. In theory. So yeah, another 4 new bush trips to do. I've still got 2 to do with this one to finish, which will finish tomorrow. Then we've got to get over to the Kimberley to do that bush trip. And then, then we'll reassess. I was just going to keep flying around the world, just see what's next once we've done all of Australia. At least, you know, the outskirts of Australia. Perhaps I'll head back to Spain and Portugal to go do those bush trips. Why not? It's always good to have just a little bit of a plan. A reason to do this. Not that I really need a reason, I just love it. I just love flying around. A little bit every day. It's good. I love it. I love it. This must be Lyndhurst here, surely. We're about to hit 6 minutes. Well, you know, almost 6 minutes. Is there another? Yeah, look, here's the other road. One of these is the Udnadada, one of these is the Strzelecki. This must be Lyndhurst. A small outpost. What have you got, Lyndhurst? What say you, Lyndhurstians? Bit of a pool, maybe? Or is it just a reservoir for water? A few little houses, probably a pub. That's about it. God, it'd be nice to visit a place like that. I mean, you wouldn't be welcome because, you know, people in places like that aren't welcoming, presumably. Maybe, who knows? Maybe the Lyndhurstians are great. Maybe I'll go visit them one day and say, I saw you in a computer simulation. I thought I'd come and visit you. 3:39 for 4:35. Farina Station. Continue to follow the Outback Highway to Farina Station, which today is uninhabited, but which once had a population of roughly 600 in the late 1800s. Right, excellent. What will that look like? A ghost town? Will there be anything even there? I presume it's probably along one of these roads. Farina Station. Still don't have the airport pictures. I don't know whether that's a bug for all bush trips now, or whether just this bush trip has had an issue. The splash screen for the actual trip at the beginning there has the picture of the runway, so the picture's in the game. It's just not displaying on the navlog anymore. Now, I'm getting to the point where I wonder whether I should just delete Flight Simulator and reinstall it, but given that it's like 150 gigs, probably even more than that, I am not inclined. But, I mean, this has been installed since day one. Well, actually, no, I changed computers, didn't I, in November, so... Well, you know, not last November, the November before that, so... It's still been around for a long time. Just wonder whether some of these bugs, I mean, how can each update still have some of these bugs? I feel like surely some of these things should have been fixed by now. You know, we haven't had any major bugs except for the picture missing on the airport for this one so far. So far so good, Asobo. The game's running really well, but I mean, I put it back down to high end a while ago, I think when we were in Adelaide, because Ultra just wasn't cutting it. And quite frankly, I can't really see the difference. My eyes are not that sensitive. And I'll take frame rate over looking good any day of the week. Not that it doesn't look good, it looks perfect. Look at this landscape though. It's just impressive. Let's get in the drone and have a look around. See if there's any interesting thumbnails. Oh, there's a plane over there. You following me? You following me, dude? Huh? Yeah, this is my airspace. This is where I'm from. Yeah, that might make a good thumbnail, but we'll see. I feel like we'll get something better later. That's not the button to press. That's the button to press. Back inside onto this view. 3 minutes 10 and 4 minutes 35. Are we going to be able to see this Farina station that don't exist no more? I guess we should probably get back over the road. If it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be on the road, surely. About this here. Is this an X-town? An X-station? Doesn't really look like it. We're about to hit 4 minutes. We're meant to do 4:35, so it must be here somewhere. I feel like there's a couple of little buildings just next to those trees over there along the river. So I'm going to assume that's Farina Station. Sort of roughly the right spot. Yeah, that must be it. It's actually a few little houses on the edge of the highway here, or whatever we call it, road, I guess. It's probably a highway, very big. And then you've got this that apparently is abandoned now. I mean, it's not a bad spot. They've got a bit of water nearby. It's desert otherwise. So yeah, I can see why people would live there. Alright, 3:56 for 5:25. The Ochre Cliffs. Northeast of Farina Station is the Ochre Cliffs, named for their beautiful ochreous or yellow and orange colouring. Well, ochre's more of a red to me. This is ochre. What we're looking at right now is ochre. Whenever I make a female character in a computer game, they're named Ochre Wanderer. And always have red hair. Been doing that for years. Chaz Rover's always the male character, and if I get to redo the game as to go through it again, like Mass Effect for example, where you play it through twice, once as Renegade, once as Paragon, and it plays through Chaz Rover and Ochre Wanderer. And I think Ochre's a cool name for someone with red hair. Like, this to me is Ochre. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It's sort of a brownie red. Not a yellowy red, but hey, a yellowy orange it says here. I guess. I mean, ochre's the colour of Australia. It's, I believe, why our accent is called ochre, which is like I think it's OCCA for some reason. But I think I read somewhere that it came from originally the word ochre. I don't know, I'd have to look that up. I might be making that up. They might just sound similar. You know how it is. You know how these things go. Alright, let's get in the drone again. See what else we can... Look at that, that's pretty good. That'll do for a thumbnail. Some kind of salt flat things there. That's perfect. Hold there for a photo. Not that I'm taking a photo, I'm just making a note of the time. And then when I do my edit, I will take a screenshot of the edit for the thumbnail. What else have we got? We're sort of running out of mountains and hills, aren't we? It's all just flatness now. out here in the outback. Marvellous. Look at that colouring. Little road there. Where did these little roads go? Where are they going? What are they doing? I'm meant to be doing 356. We're heading to the Ochre Cliffs, as you can see. Did I just forget to turn, or did I stop turning at the wrong... I must have looked up. Yeah, I must have looked up and looked at what, yeah, I looked at the wrong line. I was doing 340. You know how it is. Lack of concentration. Up at a little hills, not completely flat, so, you know, maybe there are some cliffs over here somewhere in a minute or two. Got a dug up piece of water there, maybe that's like a well. It's just amazing, just in the middle of nowhere, there's stuff that people have done. What are you doing, people? What are you collecting here? Why? How? When? What's it all for? How do you get there? What happens if your four-wheel drive breaks down when you're, looking at that water hole? Are you SOL? Do you have satellite phones? Do I have the answers to any of this? I do not. I am sorry. You shall have to look that up for yourselves. I just like the pondering. Game, come on. There we go. There we go. I was going to give you some music, some muzak, some lift music, some elevator music while we waited for the game to stop pausing on us. To be fair, I think it's downloading and installing the new update pack. It was 7 gigs, so I thought I'm not waiting for that to finish. I'm going to start the video and hope it doesn't affect things. Let's face it, even when it's not downloading, installing things, we get those slowdowns, those stutters, so probably nothing to do with it. We've definitely hit 550, so somewhere here is the Ochre Cliffs, which, as we like to say in Australia, you're kidding, aren't you? Is that them there? You even dare call them cliffs? Bloody pimple on the butt of the earth. Right, we got 302 for 535. 302 for 535. Marree Airport. Or Marree, I think they say it more the locals say it. More correctly, I guess I'm trying to say. Head to the northwest following a desert riverbed and land at Marree Airport. YMRE. Well, again, we've got no picture, although I do vaguely remember it from the splash screen. It was sort of almost surrounded by almost green-looking rocks. It wasn't grass, it was just, that seemed to be the colorization, and there was a long thin airstrip from memory. I should have paid more attention. I've already forgotten. Anyway, 5 minutes this way, and we shall see what we see. Interesting. A big mountain over there in the distance, actually. And there I was saying it was all flat. Flat as a fried flatworm's flagella. There you go, I made a new one up. I was going to say flat as a dead dingo's donger, but you know, we can't be mixing our metaphors, even though I love mixing metaphors. Flat as a fried flatworm's flagella. They'll be using that one in 100 years here in Australia for show, and the Netherlands, all those other countries we flew over that were ridiculously flat, which, as I said at the time, I need some mountains in my scenery. I don't know. I don't think I could live out here. You know, there's no water, there's no sea. I think I need to be near sea where I can see some mountains. You know, that's sort of my my best case scenario. I like seeing the water, and I like seeing, you know, not geography, geology. Sometimes you just need to look up at a mountain and remember that we're, you know, our place in the universe here. We are but pimples on the butt of the planet Earth, to use that same metaphor yet again. Got a bit of an area coming up that's got a bit of a greenish tinge. Perhaps that's where it's going to be. There's a little town to our left. I guess that's Marree. Marree. Strange that I know all these South Australian names. I know Udnadatta, I don't know why. I've definitely seen that name before. Strzelecki rings a bell as well. They don't pop up in my head as being names of explorers or anything. Farina, well, there was a coach, a soccer coach called Frank Farina. I think he was from South Australia, possibly. I don't think it's any relation, though. Ochre's obviously a colour, that's fine. And Marree, why do I know Marree as a town? M-A-R-E-E. Why have I heard of it? Anyway, another minute and a half. Let's just check the... Hang on, because that's not it there, is it? That is it there. God damn. Another one has snuck up on us. Where is it? There it is right there. I ain't kidding. Yet, just like yesterday. Wasn't even looking for it because we'd only done 4 minutes of 5.5. Let's loop around this way because we're way too high. Get our wheels down. Get our trimming in a reasonable spot. That'll do. You know, have a little bit of a lurch in the stomach as we plummet to earth right now. Come on, go. When landing, we don't like the stutters. We don't like them at all. There we go. There's El Airporto. El Portio. Where's the wind, actually? Yeah, this is going to be the right direction. Perfect. Absolute perfection. Let's just get... I've come way too low. Probably didn't need to do the loop, but hey, we did. Look at this cute little village in the middle of absolutely nowhere. See, I mean, can you imagine looking out your front? I mean, it's very pretty and all, but no water to look at, no mountains to look at, just flatness. I guess you don't. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, even though I can see a mountain nearby and water every day of the week, I don't often sit staring out the window. Although I do. I look out the window at least once a day. So, yeah, I need it. I needs it! If it was all just flat desert, I think I'd go mad. Well, madder. I'm already mad. Here we go, let's bring her in. I feel like we're going way too fast, but doesn't matter. We can slow her right down like this. Yoop, there we go. Get the brakes on. This runway is not straight in the slightest. Someone needs to get the slide rule out and fix that. Get a rule, well, just a ruler would do. Will it register? It will. Oh, how lovely. They have fixed that, you know. Back in when the original bush trips, there was a few that never registered. So, you know, I'm glad that they fixed that bug. Well, saying that, now I've probably jinxed it for tomorrow. Welcome to Marree. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.